it's still accurate to say, how much do you have to spend to do the reassessment? 24 million plus your salaries,
It's not a reassessment. We could do a reassessment now and just raise your assessment 5%.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I'm sure. However, most of the information we have in our present database is 20, 30 years old. The information's bad, it's bogus. We need to establish a new database, have a supercomputer, and have an exchange of information with every property owner before we establish the new values.
Here's Doug. Go ahead, Doug. How are you this evening? Hey, Doug.
Leading a revolution here. Well, I'm going to tell everyone in Allegheny County, here's what you do. Start putting boards over your windows. Start deteriorating your property. Just make it look like a piece of junk, okay? This is what we're going to do, and we're going to, like, drive you guys down to a zero-sum game, okay? You're not going to get any more money out of us. You're not going to come into our homes, and we're just going to, like, put you out of business, okay?
Doug, thanks for calling. Now that we've settled that issue, let's move on to the...
Thank you.
No, go ahead. Did you have any...
I can respond to that.
All right.
And I will too.
Part of the problem with taxation, and we don't deal in taxation. We set values on properties.
Right.
It's like looking at an automobile and what size is the engine in the auto. All we decide is the size of the engine. What makes the taxes is the gas pedal. You've got to push that gas pedal down. That's your millage rate. Now, who determines the millage rate and how far that gas pedal is pushed to the floor? That's your elected school board members, your elected council members, and your county commissioners.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the people who actually set the taxes. We only set the size of the engine.
Okay, so those are the ones to kill. Here's Dave. Dave, how are you tonight?
I'll take Dave.
Oh, Dave. Hey, Dave, you there?
Hello?
Hey, go ahead. Go.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
All right. I'm just very disappointed in the way the tax system, I did an appeal recently. Basically, my lot and block number were different from my deed. They had said that my taxes had gone up because I improved my home, which I don't own a home on some vacant land that I do have. And when I went down to the board, I had to repeat the fact that the reason why that I changed my deed is because my wife died, and I was very upset about that. What do you think about that?
I would suggest this gentleman give me a call on Monday morning.
At the Board of Property
If
Assessment.
what he's saying is true, maybe.
What's the number there?
350-4603.
350-4603, Dave.
Everyone will be calling us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Give him a call.
The other thing is, too, that when a spouse dies, you have to change your deed for us to take the information off your property assessment records. Otherwise, we don't know. We react to what the recorder of deeds gives us. And so if your deed says 2 names and one of them's passed away, unfortunately, we have to keep the record as the deed sets it forth.
Let's squeeze in this last call. Bill, go ahead. You're on Night Talk.
Hey, John, how you doing tonight?
It's fine. Go ahead.
John, I just want to just tell you about my own personal experience with the Board of Property Assessment, and I'd like to know what you think about this. I purchased my home in 1995. In 1996, the Ben Avon, or the Avonmore School District assessed my house, or filed an appeal on the assessment of my house. I called the county, and they told me not to do anything with the school board, and that the freeze had been in effect, so I didn't do anything. I let it ride, and then after Judge Weddick lifted the freeze, this all came to a head again, and I had a hearing at the Board of Assessment office with my attorneys and with the school board. The county assessor's office said that my assessment should not be changed based upon my argument. They sent me in the mail saying that my assessment was to remain unchanged, and then what occurs is that on the 30th day, the school district appeals. Now I have a conciliation hearing that I just been to about a month or so ago. We've sort of agreed about what the house was to be appraised at, but then the school district, the Avonmore School District, wants to go back and make me pay retroactive to 1996 when they filed this appeal. So they want me to pay $2,400 now, out of my own pocket, of course, for taxes retroactive to when they filed the appeal, and the county tells me back in 1996, don't deal with the school board, they have no weight.
Well, Bill, I agree with you. I think it sucks. Are you going to fight it legally, or maybe you have the resources? Gentlemen, we'll let you respond to that, and then
Well,
we're about
as
out
he
of
said,
time.
a lot of people don't know this. If you're not happy with the decision at the Board of Assessment, you may appeal. Any property owner in Allegheny County may appeal to Common
school
Police Court.
district.
Or the school district.
Yeah, may appeal.
Great. Everybody
Okay.
appeal. We're out of
Appeal.
time. Thanks you so much for coming on the program, both of you gentlemen. And you'll come back maybe and update us on all of this?
Sure, glad to.
It certainly lights up the telephone lines. Straight ahead from the Pittsburgh Penguins, Bill Craig, and from the Post-Gazette, Chuck Finder, on the Penguins and TV on Night Talk.
Easy to make. Good morning. It may have happened to you or perhaps one of your neighbors in Allegheny County. With pen in hand, assessors have poured over nearly 30,000 homes and buildings. In the end, property values went up more than $90 million and the taxes went up accordingly. The property assessor getting the job done is George Donatello. And on his right is City Councilman Gene Riccardi, who says that things are out of control. Councilman, why are they out of control? What's wrong?
Thank you. Very simply,